Whew. Just a bit of a panic attack. Been putting things off for too long. Finally decided to get a little bit serious today. So, thinking all day long. Doing a bit of work around the house. Trying to clean out a bedroom that my roommate was in previously, but they're gone now. They did a job in some city a couple towns over. So it's just me nowadays. But I'm finishing up school and my savings are dwindling, so I've been looking for work. Finally decided to get serious about looking for work today. Submitted about 4 applications today. Posterity's sake, yeah, I put in 4 or 5, a handful of job applications today. Finally decided to stop beating around the bush. Just thinking a bear in the bush. Yeah, a bear should just go right through the bush. What was I thinking? Just how to walk forward. Just not walk in circles. Gently. I can't do that. I'm a bit clumsy. I guess the Japanese word would be what would it be? It'd be ponkutsu. I'm a little bit clumsy. I just go right through things. It's probably the best way for me. So I just started putting who I am in my cover letters. I have some university work to do. work to do for my university classes that I gotta get done. Been put it off all year long, pretty much it feels like. Went through some events in my life, so trying to get back on track here. That's the reason why it was taking so long here. I was cleaning out my ex-roommate's bedroom today and vacuumed their floor, shuffling things around. I was a bit grossed out, but I'm pretty sure the same thing would happen if somebody were to clean out my bedroom. There's things that a lot of us, I'm sure there's a few perfect clean freaks in this world that don't shove dirt underneath their furniture. Well, I'm sure there's a few people that shove dirt under the furniture. I didn't, and my roommate didn't, but sometimes we don't clean under the furniture. My roommate, since they were only living here part-time, they bought a bed off of one of their acquaintances, and maybe they should have went to a proper furniture store because I didn't like touching that mattress or the box spring, the mattress on top of. That was terrible. That was just I think I dry heaved into the downstairs bathroom sink 3 times. So, that bed looked like it was chewed up by a dog. I wonder that acquaintance had gotten that bed mattress. I wonder what they had done to it. Maybe they put it outside and the dogs got at it or something. Or maybe they had a pet dog. Just chewed it up. But yeah, I think if you have the money, you should probably buy a new mattress. If you take a look at your mattress and it's a little bit soiled, maybe think about putting some money down on it. A good bed. It's worth every penny. Take it from me, I slept in a bad bed for a couple of years, and that bed is partially what led to injuries in my youth. Getting hit by a truck also led to an injury. That led to constant injuries, but sleeping in a bad bed, that was also a major contribution. Probably the reason why I wasn't able to bounce back so quickly from my injury. Gotta start writing. I seen a poetry contest. I was like, I should enter it, but I was looking at the requirements, and so to join this website, I have to enter into that web contest. I have to pay money, and I'm like, what? Wait, no, I'm doing all the work, and I can understand it partially, but as a writer, all the labor is involved in the writing, and I can understand publishers, a lot of the labor going into publishing. I think there's a disconnect between people that, let's say, own the publishers, but don't do any of the work involved, any of the editing, any of the advertising, getting print in the hands, getting print in the paws. So, what am I doing? What am I even talking about? I had an epiphany today. I was like, oh, okay, that's what Marx meant by labor. That's what Adam Smith and Ricardo meant by labor and value. Labor and surplus value. That's what those three meant. Okay, I understand. This bear gets it. Ah, yeah, finally. Just when I've entered into my older age, I get it. There we go. The hard part's over. I've opened up a document. I've opened up Microsoft Word. And then after that, I've got to open up. Gotta go find Oh, yeah. Winter of 2021. Okay. No, this is a 400 horse. Okay. Suffered a bit of a mental breakdown this year. It's not an easy thing to state. But, I went through a bit of a mental breakdown. I think it was due to having COVID at some point, as well as, a handful of family members getting COVID. I don't want to discuss anything sad here, but we've all got to go through it. It's better to go through it. Like I said before, a bear just needs to plow through things, walking around things, especially when you're all clumsy and stuff like me. So just go through it and suffer the scratches that you'll get. Suffer the thorns that you'll get in your paws. Which reminds me, I remember when I was younger, for whatever reason, I was walking in the river. And for whatever reason, I was walking in my clothes. I have a bad habit of going in the water with my clothes on. I guess it's better than being a bare naked bear in the water. Nobody wants to see that. But anyways, I was walking in the water with my shoes on. I think it was just a super hot day, and they were having a race of some sort. And the person who guessed right, they tossed a bunch of things in the water that would float, and then float along the river. And then it was my job to make sure that these objects that were floating didn't get tangled in underbrush and flotsam that was just around, just to make sure it kept floating down the river. And that's what I was doing. And, I think I was in shorts. I think it was alright. I was in shorts and I was wearing shoes that were pretty much run out. So I think I was prepared that day. However, the shoes didn't protect against thorns. That was the reason why I was wearing them in the water. I was stepping on thorns in the water. As you can imagine, I stepped on a thorn. It entered into my foot and couldn't be gotten out. I went to the doctor and he said, no, I can't even get it out. I'll just have to wait. You can have that thorn in you. But 2 years later, I was sitting down, and I'd say for about a period of a couple months anyway, I had this really terrible itch in my knee. I just kept scratching at it. And then one day, I was just sitting down, and I scratched at it really hard, and then I felt something. I could hear it. I was like, oh, gross. So I thought, well, I have a bad habit of pulling like little dandruff off my skin. So I thought it was just a bit of dandruff, a bit of dry skin. So I started picking at it, and then I picked at this and I pinched it and pulled it right out. And it was a friggin' it was the thorn. It was the thorn that got stuck in my foot all those years ago. There's no way that this could be that thorn. It worked for my leg. Oh wow, that's amazing. So I can't conclusively say it was that thorn from that very day that I stepped on it in the water in the river. But isn't that interesting? Can that happen? Can that really happen? Around in the rivers after spring. You gotta wait till late summer to walk around in the rivers. Midsummer, late summer. You gotta make sure that everything is washed out of the river before you get in there. Where I grew up, the rivers, it used to be that the rivers changed course every year. You could see all the evidence of old riverbeds. Spring flooding excuse me, and a large supper tonight. I didn't have any breakfast or lunch today, so I thought I'd have a large supper and be full until tomorrow. I looked when I was cooking, I was hoping to have some cheese. Cheese was my food, but I guess I had left the cheese in the fridge for too long. I thought I had bought it quite recently, and it was quite recently, but it wasn't that recent, I guess. Plus, I had some other food in the fridge which may have grown moldy, so maybe the mold from that food was transferred to the cheese that I wanted to eat, because I pulled it out of the fridge and there was little green spots over it. I was like, oh no. I'm terrible for not eating food that I buy, bread, milk, that sort of thing. I might buy a whole carton of milk and just have like one bowl of cereal out of it, so I'm probably better off like buying like half a liter of milk. But I always buy the 2 liter stuff. I might have one bowl of cereal out of that, so I have cereal in my pantry right now that I have not eaten it, so what do I do with it? Pretty sure some of it might have started going on the hum. So I better check it before I eat it. I'd hate to pour all of it and find some of it started developing new life forms on it. Put it in your bowl and it keeps trying to crawl out. The little mini wheat, the frosted covered mini wheat, so it's trying to escape the bowl before you put the milk in it. So, it looked like a little crab, I guess. All life forms just want to evolve into crabs. Anyway, what was I speaking about earlier? Well, it's not important. If I don't remember it when it wasn't important. And my essay assignment I have to write on. The book is The Times Were A-Changing. So this is about the 60s. There's a number of documents in it, primary sources. It would be called this. It's a history course, a 4th-year history course. And it seems like a long time ago, so the days must have seemed very long, but it was only a short time ago. This was due on the 14th of February. That's really when I started to break down. So if I had COVID, it must have been around in February that I had it. That's when I started feeling a severe lack of energy. Well, a moderate lack of energy. And I think I grew a little bit depressed. So, times are tough. It's tough for everybody. So here we go. A nice blank document. Let's just make sure everything here is right. No window or control off. This would be set as the default. I really dislike that setting. No, it turned back on. What the heck is going on? So set this as the default. All documents. Okay, I will set that as the document default from now on. So Times New Roman, font size 12. Wow, there we go. Wow. When I was younger, I used to be really afraid of bears. Just this little bear cub, I'm afraid of bears. My Papa Bear, he was never afraid of bears. I want to be more like him. Chase bears out of our backyard. Chase them out with something to bang against, like a pot and a wooden ladle. Bang, 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 bang. Chase it into the forest. I said I scared that bear so bad that it started pooping as it was running away. If I had the courage of that man, If I have half his courage, I'd probably be twice the man that I am today. Well, bear. Bear man, man bear, animal person. So, be nice to be as courageous as he is. I wish I had his sense of balance as well. Oh wow, he grew up as a farm laborer. He could do a little bit of everything. Well, nowadays he's just a craftsman. Puts things together for other people. So that's what he's doing in his retirement days. Other than chasing Goldilocks out of his house all the time. But he's a craftsman. He's an expert with using his hands. I measured my hands against his. Pretty large hands. I've got pretty large paws. Larger than average. Quite a bit larger than average. Let's see. I'm not sure what the average is, actually. Let's take a look here. Father's hand must be about 9 inches or even 10 inches. So, my hand is 8 inches. But the palm of his hands, wow, he's just an incredible craftsman. He could do a little bit of everything on the farm. He could work on those old tractors. Nowadays, you got to bring your tractor to the repair shop that is licensed by the manufacturers of the tractors that made the tractor. So that's a rip-off business nowadays. But in the olden days, those old Kubotas, those old John Deere, they used to be able to work on those machines. You could replace any part on a vehicle. He put together his own vehicle. That was an incredible car that he put together. Customized a Grand Prix. I think he said it was a 79 Grand Prix. 350 horsepower out of it. So just imagine the power of it on the roads. This old Papa Bear, back when he was prime Papa Bear. Going down the highway, cruising at speeds of well in excess of. Can anybody hear me? Maybe I was speaking into the sound a little bit too much. I was enjoying the music a little bit too much myself. But oh boy, my Papa's hands, they are incredible. It'd be nice to have them. What he could do with them. The strength in them, Just to have those paws. Enviable. My clumsy hands, they're just good enough to pick up a pen and paper. Good enough to flip pages in a book. So, I guess I better get started. All trusty round bear. Put my name on the paper, put the name of my professor. He's a doctor. What sort of animal person would he be? spaced. So can't think of a title. I'll think of a title afterwards and then I'll hand it in as such. What is the question here? New chair. This is a good chair. It's lasted quite a while, but now there's a couple millimeters of give in it now. So played many a game in it. Well, only one game, but I've played this game quite a bit. After World War II. How is this important to do post-war generation? Okay, well, I guess I'll start writing. An introduction, hey? This is really something. I better check something out here on Twitch. I moved that video over to YouTube from yesterday. Let's see. If not, then I'll do that right now. A lot of writing is just wasting time. Uh-oh, what's going on here?
I feel like I should maybe do this a little more properly.
Why? I have it set up so that videos shouldn't autoplay. Oops. YouTube. A lot of writing is being distracted. Let's check my videos here. It does look like it. Looks like I have everything here. Oh wow, jeez, have I ever put in a lot of maybe that's a bit too much Final Fantasy XIV streaming, and maybe I should think of some other games to play. Well, that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Okay. So maybe I'll post this to Twitter that I'm streaming right now. Is there a share button on here? YouTube, there's no share function on here. Grr. Where is it? There we go. There's my game face. Oh, no, what happened? Where's my game? Don't scare viewers away. I'm not mad anymore. You don't have to be scared to come into my room here. Well, my living room. I'm gonna bite. Last time I bit somebody when I was just a little bit older than a toddler. And the only reason it wasn't because I hurt the person and made them cry. It's because I made them pretend cry, which made me even madder. They pretended to cry, fake crying so badly that it just, it made me so angry that I never bit anyone ever since, because I felt so insulted that I couldn't even make them cry. Stream page itself. Okay, I see. As one gets more involved in this sort of thing, the more things I can figure out what to do for next time, eh? Isn't that a good idea? For next time, let's do that for next time. There's too much of me. There we go. Things are slowing down. I had too many. I had the same. It was because of my pie face. My CPU was experiencing a nice heavy load. Capture every square inch of my pie face, so tried combing my hair again, but look at that, my bed hair. Those ear looking things on my head again. You know, there's one thing missing from my head. Maybe I should add it. I should add it for the next stream. If it's not there next stream, remind me to say, hey, you're missing something from your head. It's quite important. It's a telltale sign. Alright. When I was in, I designed my model with, let me see here. I started my desktop, so everything has changed on me. Hey, there's Marfox Pro, Live 2D, Logitech. Oh, Vroid Studio, that's what I designed my model with. Vroid Studio. 13.1. I had a devil of a time with the clothing, and I just gave up on it and decided to color my shirt black. Although it didn't really come out black, it came out sort of a dark green instead. But I'm pretty proud of my hair. I gave myself put a lot of detail in the hair. It took me a while to put it all together. I think I put in about 30 hours into my hair. Wow, maybe not that long, but I certainly put in a lot of effort into the hair, so I hope I don't have to redo the hair ever again. And I'm still delaying working on my essay. Let me see here. If anyone has any ideas. So I have to write on the society that was created after World War II. Created the society that followed this World War II society. The 60s and beyond. It goes with that question. So let me think here, let me think. How did it go again? How did things go? Hopefully I didn't scare any viewers away with that roar. I do some storytelling in real life and tell stories about bear. Traditional stories of bear and coyote. Bear, he's a bit of a bully. Now I'm a bit of a bully. I try not to be. I always try to get my way. So, I always have to watch that about myself. Don't be like that, me. Be a bit nicer. I'm a pretty nice guy, though, so at the same time. But, I think we're always working on ourselves. We're always trying to be better. We're always trying to be the world we want to leave behind. I just want to improve it even just a little bit. Maybe if we just each pick up a bit of litter every day, even just around our own places. It's just making the world a bit of a better place. Putting the litter where it belongs, in the trash. And putting the recyclables into the recyclables. Sorting, sort out the little things, and then you can, as you're sorting out the little things, the big things get sorted out. So, one step at a time. One step at a time. When you have trouble moving on your own, there were days when I was injured. I had trouble getting out of bed. I'm not talking about motivationally speaking, I'm speaking about physically speaking. So physically, I had trouble getting out of bed some days. I was laying in bed this morning. I don't want to get out of bed. I just want to lay here. I was watching YouTube. I was watching clips of some of my favorite YouTubers this morning. I was watching some side shows. Anton Pritchard, I'm sure you all have heard of him. He's fantastic to watch. And I was watching some clips on the planet Venus. That was pretty interesting. I've always been fascinated by the planet Venus ever since I was a young bear cub. Dinosaurs and such as well. I always used to love science. I always wondered if I could become a science, but I always knew that I wasn't that interested in science. You know, I didn't want to be around chemicals and dissecting things was never all that interesting. I just don't have the patience to analyze, to learn math for one thing, or to analyze charts, star charts and such, measuring the distance a celestial object travels. It's never been my thing. Measuring from one day to the next how much a planet has rotated. I don't think I could do that. I've always known what I am, and that's a man of words, a bear of words, a literature hound. No, not hound, not a dog. For that matter. My ears. I put a lot of work into these ears. I wanted to capture the essence of the bear. So what I wanted to present to you is the power of a bear. Just can't help but think of it sometimes. Those look like mice ears. God damn it. Well, did I do enough work on the ears? And I looked at those photos of bear ears, and realized that bear ears don't look like they were given a whole lot of work on them. If they were intelligently designed. They don't look like they received a whole lot of work. They just look like pieces of fur. So. But yeah, I put in a lot of work into these ears, and relatively speaking, they definitely are what they are. This is a lot harder than I thought. One of my great talents is being able to write an essay in just a few hours, 1,000-word essay. And this doesn't even have to be 1,000 words. As long as you know the material, it shouldn't take that long to write essays. I'm always fascinated that people put weeks and weeks of work into writing essays. I'm like, why? Why are you putting so much effort into it? Part of me thinks that it's theater. People want to be seen as working hard. People want to demonstrate, that they are hard workers. I've never been a hard worker. I've always just wanted to get by on talent and such. But at the same time, for me, it's about getting the work done. Get that work done. It doesn't necessarily have to be witnessed either. It's, I finished it a day ago. Come on. It's Not that much. Do the work. Don't try to show off. I don't know. I shouldn't judge others for their work, you know. Here I am, judging others for, it's almost kabuki theater, hard work theater. Oh, this is how hard I work. Oh, come on, sit down. Shouldn't take that much time. 700 to 1,000, 750 to 1,000 words. That's a couple, let's say, one page takes an hour to write, so it could take 3 to 4 hours of reading. A lot of it is ideas, formulating ideas, streamlining the ideas. I'm good about this. Remember when it was February, early February, my confidence had just cratered. Just boom. It's like a rock slide or something. It's all gone. It's all gone. Too many things going on. I was never that sick with COVID if I had it at that point. But losing a little bit of extra energy that I can use to make it through the stressful times of that period, yeah, it was maybe a little bit much. I had some close family members that also ended up getting it. Even one, he was close, but somebody in the family, extended family, they passed on. It's a pretty sad period. Wasn't able to return home either to be with family. Maybe it was a good thing too, because I was sick at the time. I must have been sick at the time. Was doing well in university up until pretty much 20 till winter of 20, really the winter semester of 2020. Through the year, I struggled a little bit with courses and struggled a little bit. Well, I shouldn't say struggled a little bit. I struggled mightily. It's like having a thorn stuck in my foot. Couldn't walk properly. Thorn in your foot. You don't even want to walk on your foot. Just want to sit down all the time. You don't want to be probably in my lungs. After I got my vaccine shot, what I thought was a back pain in February, I realized it must have been lung pain. So it was pain in my back. I'm guessing that's where my lungs were, so I must have had some slightly injured lungs from the illness. I'm all better now. I ended up developing a heck of a lot of energy over the past couple of weeks. Things that I've been putting off for months, finally getting around to doing, cleaning up my roommate's room. Today, realized that I need to get some boxes. They left all their furniture here. They say they're gonna get it. They probably will, but at their own pace. They're at your own pace sort of person as well, just like me. At my own pace kind of guy. But my pace this year has been pretty slow. Usually it's a little bit faster. My roommate's he's usually a high pace kind of person, but not this year at all. They were ill as well this year. They were very ill this year. That virus just made things harder. So, I'm gonna sit back a little because I'm feeling it for the opening of my essay, but I did some push-ups today, some nearly proper push-ups. I've been doing push-ups for the past couple of weeks now. I had the exercise going pretty well earlier this year, but that fell apart really in February as well. I was getting through them. I was keeping up with them a little bit, getting a little bit stronger. Oh boy, did I ever get lazy. Fatigued, I guess, is the proper word. I was super fatigued through the whole year. I'm glad to be better. But I got all this work piled on me, and I've got to look for work as well. And I got bad news today. So I thought I was going to be able to graduate this semester, but because I have all these courses in deferral, they say that I won't be able to graduate. So I sent them the PANIK email. I should send them another email apologizing. Leave that right now. Apologize. Statement. Yes, if you're clumsy, then yes, you should just try to get things done. But if you end up hurting anyone, make sure to apologize. Note to self: going through things doesn't mean you can go through people. I'm a bit clumsy with people. I might speak my mind a little bit too much. Try to present myself as reasonable, but I think sometimes I have my mama bear's grumpy demeanor. I've also got her humor, but family has got a bit of a prickly side. Got those prickles on her back. But yeah, my stepfather would chase after bears. And he said that when they get really scared, people think that bears growl. Think that we bears go all the time. That's not true at all. When bears get scared, they go, hey, like that. They try to act like snakes. They try to sound like snakes, bears do. Don't tell anyone else though, but this is what bears try to do. They try to hiss at you, try to pretend that they're poisonous. Well, I'm not advocating chasing after bears. Leave the bears alone. Leave the bears alone. But if they're getting too inquisitive around your place, then you gotta can't let them go through your stuff. Can't let them go through your garbage. Put your garbage out on proper garbage days, and you don't want those off. I am an urbanized bear. I may have grew up in the rural countryside, but I'm an urban bear, and I can function in society. But for those bears, those wild bears, it's best to leave them alone. Not let them encroach upon your property. So when it comes to garbage, keep that in your home until it's time to throw it out. Especially if there's food in it. Yes, it'll stink, but you shouldn't really. If you have so much garbage that it starts stinking. How many times a week does the garbage come around your place? I think it comes around here twice a week. Let's put it out Monday morning, Tuesday morning. If there's a holiday, the garbage comes and picks it up then. But I also think I heard it today as well. So Mondays and Wednesdays, maybe Fridays, comes around here. So you gotta put it out time. There's so many bear encounters nowadays. It's not good. Bears and humans know where they are in this relationship. I'd like to know I'm a bear. Alright, I'd like to sit over a mama bear. Oh, I'm lonely. Where's the mama bear to my cubs? Well, we bears are lonely. We wander alone in this world. Still have a blank page here. Yeah, I know what I'm going to do. I wanted to play some Final Fantasy XIV today, but I got a little bit busy with, rearranging that room downstairs. I was going to throw my bed in there today, but there's a little bit more work involved than I realized. I'll have to go to the store tomorrow and buy some boxes, put my roommate's stuff into that he left behind here. So I want to move in that room. My hopes are that I can keep this place. I hope that I can get a job soon. I hope to be able to pay my rent without having to scrimp and save. Beg people for a little bit of money. forgot all about that. I got distracted. Let's see, Twitter. Can I share from Twitter? Probably not. How do I get the URL for this stream? How do I get it? How do I get it? No, wrong place, wrong place. I don't want to open up Twitch. I want to open up the creator dashboard. A bit of antacid. Having all these no, I'm not seeing it. Not seeing it. It's not seeing it here either. So. Oh yeah, I turned it down because it was slowing everything down. You could make it a little bit easier to share. I guess they don't want people going out of their environment though. And that's understandable. Twitter feed. Is this it? No, there are times when I don't know what to do. Maybe this isn't what I wanted. Uninstall, uninstall. I'm unsure. Discord, I'll turn on Discord. Let's see what's going on here. Just checking here. Is anybody streaming Final Fantasy 14? Thinking about what to do for Minecraft. I have Minecraft. Thinking about what I can do on Minecraft. What is available to do on Minecraft? Well, build, right? But at the same time, I built the house on Minecraft and I'm pretty happy with that. There's also, I also have the Arkham series. I haven't played Arkham Knight yet. I started on Arkham Origins. I don't know if I have that on PC though. I think I might have that only on PS3, so. American society and culture of the 1950s and 60s. Did it lead to this statement? That's what the professor asks. It's a tough question. What do I think? What do I think here? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what to think here. Well, I have a feeling let's just start writing. Everything I've read will come to the fore, but usually it's the struggle of that first line. It's the first line, that requires quite a bit of effort for me. There's people out there that can just write line after line after line, but for me, it's almost like a source. The first line is the source of the rest of the work. Everything flows forth from that single idea. So, that first line for me has to be good. Well, I can add the first line afterwards, and then that would require changing the whole work. Well, not necessarily the whole work, but it would involve going through it again and reshaping. Writing for me is a lot like carving, I guess. People who carve speak about how the form that they arrive at is usually decided by what they're carving. So a lot of times they don't know what they're going to carve when they begin, and then as they remove bits of the material, it starts to take shape on its own, almost. And that's how writing is for me. I think I spoke yesterday about how I was walking around with my eagle necklace. Sure. It's a necklace, and walking around with it yesterday. wanted to feel that I am where I belong. So those were my feelings yesterday. Yeah, I am pretty much. I am where I belong today. Well, this was supposed to be a stream about nothing. Well, whilst I work in the background and possibly chat, but I better retitle this stream Panic! There we go. There, changed the title. A stream about avoiding work and chatting whilst possibly working in the background. That's a bit more accurate. It reflects what I'm doing here. I feel like I'm blanking out. That wasn't so bad. I didn't even get the first line written. But the idea is there. The idea is there. It's on the tip of my smooth brain. What am I to do? Oh boy. Things are looking up. Maybe I should apologize to my fruit company. I was supposed to go reading with them today, but I forgot all about that. distracted again. I was hoping just to do something for a little while, but I forgot all about what I'm doing. I got half a sentence written, maybe less than half a sentence written. Maybe it'll develop into something. I suppose if I get really serious about writing in the stream, I just wanted to showcase my struggle. Showcase the struggle of writing. So I put in 5 applications today for a number of positions around. That news I got today that they might delay my graduation, that they will delay my graduation. I just got the email today. I checked my email yesterday and I didn't see it in my junk folder, so that's where it got diverted to. And I responded to them. And I responded to them in a panic. I apologized. Hopefully they'll understand. I was an anxiety attack. But it got me focused on finishing my work at long last. I don't know why it's taken me so long to get refocused back into completing my coursework. Well, I know why. It's a tough time. It's a tough time, and I think everybody understands this. It's just how things be. It's just how things be. Gotta take things one step at a time. One sentence at a time. One word in a sentence at a time. So you gotta do it. That's how I gotta do it. Ah. He. Ooh. Wow. That's a bear sound. Well, maybe it isn't. If you hear that in the forest, get ready for some loving. No. I don't think you'll hear that in the forest anytime soon. So. I wonder what I ought to do. I wonder. My laundry. I gotta go take it out of the dryer and move my other stuff into the dryer. I'll be right back. things are finally getting done around this place. Except for this essay. So, there's a very nice deadline. It wants to come and come and come, and it wants to go and go and go. It's like breaking the ice in an awkward conversation. That's what writing is like. Starting it. If I can't write this, then maybe I'll write something else. Let's do better for her. What did I do with it? I fall further into hell. There we go. Yep. That's the first line to his story. But I got stuck. Because, well, there's really no dying in the story. Maybe I gotta change that first line. I'm closing this down. I don't even want to look at it right now. Even writing or reading aloud. Maybe I'll change these tags. I'm not doing that or that. There we go. Living the life. Living the life. Kicking back, relaxing, chilling. Doing what I do. And this isn't very much to say. At least doing something. I wonder what to do. I wonder what to do in terms of this essay. I'm just putting it off. Attention to my eyes. One of them looks a little lazy. Hey, come on, open it up. Quit squinting. It's because I'm too far away, not facing the camera. Here we go. Here we go. I did my exercises today, but I didn't do any lunges. Maybe I should take care of that in my next foray. Maybe I'll take a late night walk down to the bridge and back. But that would involve leaving this stream. But yeah, that was so gross pulling that thorn out of my knee. What the heck? There wasn't any blood that came out of my knee either, so... Does that really happen? Is that really a thing? I just can't get over that, even all these years later. I was a young bear when that happened. Young indeed. A different life. You know. That's so much hope then. Every year I worked hard trying to get back in the university. I felt that I had fallen out of university, that I had failed. Having finished all my courses, well, except for 4 of them. But I'll have them all complete soon. I'll have them all complete this week and next week and the week after. I feel alright now. I feel a lot better now. I feel strong again. I felt weak all year long. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually, physically. I feel stronger now. I feel ready. But until I get these courses over and done with, I'm gonna feel beset, trapped, hopeless. Wow, no, I don't lesson that took me a long time to learn, and I'll pass it along every chance I get, every time. I'll share this every time. It's never hurt yourself. Not even with your own thoughts. Never hurt yourself. Even with your own thoughts. Even thoughts like, I hate myself. I'm so stupid. Don't hurt yourself with those thoughts. Don't stab yourself with those thoughts. Don't cut yourself with them. Don't think those thoughts. If you ever have a thought like, I hate myself, just remember, oh, wait. Trusty said, don't think like that. Trusty said, don't think like that. I'm not saying that you have to replace them with good thoughts. That's a bit, no. Don't. That's a step too far. You gotta take things one step at a time. And the first step is to stop thinking those injurious thoughts. Don't injure yourself with your own thoughts. I mean, there's a whole world out there that will call you down. They'll bring you down every chance it gets. You don't need to be among those 7 billion people. You don't need to be part of all those institutions that would hold you down, pound you down day after day. You don't need to be a part of that. Just don't hurt yourself. At the very least, don't hurt yourself. One day, you realize, oh wow, it's been a whole year. It's been a whole year since I thought like that. That's what happened to me. I realized one day, oh wow, it's been a year. Wow, it's been a year since I thought like that. And then that realization, that gap of self-injury, where you're not hurting yourself anymore. You realize just how much stronger you've become in that time period, in that frame. If you were to picture it as a frame, you realize that you've become twice as strong as you were when you first started ending those thoughts. That's what happened for me. I'm not giving this out as professional advice. This is just my own. This is just something I'm sharing from my own journey in my own life. Don't hurt yourself. At the very least, don't hurt yourself with your thoughts. I'm not saying that the whole world's out to get anybody. The world isn't cruel. It's indifferent. That's quite a different thing. It's indifferent. It's not indifferent because, that's just how people are. It's just indifferent because people don't know any better. So they say be the change you want to be in the world. I don't know about that. Just do whatever little you can. Maybe even just do one thing. Even if just one thing in your life. Pick up a bit of litter on the ground. Maybe things will start from there. I'm just thinking about all those YouTube videos. Bully Maguire. I had to beat an old lady with a stick for this. That sort of thing. No. Are my eyes really that closed? Are they? Oh, there we go. Remember, if you hear that in the forest, run. It's a bear seeking love. No, it isn't. That's not a bear seeking love. here again. Traveled full circle. Traveled in a cycle. How's my voice anyhow? How's my voice? Can you hear my voice? Can you hear it? Listen very, very carefully. Are you listening carefully? Listening? I was gonna do something, but I changed my mind. Enough of this. I'm just wasting time. I really wanted to blow off steam today, so I thought a chat stream would be for the best. Just yakking and yakking. I thought that would be for the best, and it has been for the best. I managed to get a lot off my chest. I was thinking about my grip strength. I don't have great grip strength, you know. I got clumsy paws, clumsy fingers. I often wonder if it's because I broke my wrist when I was younger. Just trying to walk across a steel pole in the middle of winter. Not a very good idea because I fell and snapped my wrist and there was no one around. Oh boy, did that ever hurt. Oh, I can still remember that pain a little bit. Oh, my arm just wants to swell up just at the memory of it. You know, the only reason why I snapped my wrist like that is because I was trying to protect my groin from injury. I sacrificed my wrist for my groin. I don't know why. Never got to use it anyway. Never got to have any bear cubs. This old Papa Bear ain't even got any bear cubs, so maybe I should have just let them go that day. Saved my wrist. I wonder if it's because when my bones heal, but the muscles never really returned to normal. Still got a bit of a... Maybe if I had done some physiotherapy afterwards, maybe I would be so clumsy with my hands. Maybe I'd be better off. Maybe I would have been better at sports, perhaps. You know, my leg was broken on me. I really can't say I broke my leg. My leg was broken on me in another accident. Somebody sat on me when I was a toddler. I guess my leg was so swollen up that when they put the cast on it, that when the swelling went down, the cast just fell right off. That wasn't any good, I guess. I think my mama bear still has my leg cast. It's still in her closet, I think. Tried to give it to me, but I was like, well, what the heck did I want it for? It's not my heirloom. I'm terrible like that. I don't really keep things for memories. I think my mind's good enough, and then when my mind is gone, then my memories, they can fade away. gone, just toss me in a burlap sack in the pit somewhere. Just make sure to face me east. That way I can watch the sunrise. That's all I ask. I don't need to be remembered. Although it'd be nice to be remembered because, you know, a man dies when people forget his name. I wonder if people will remember Trusty Brown Bear when he's gone. But I want to live long enough that they develop genetic therapy, genetic drugs. They don't let people recover their youth. Come on, I'm gonna struggle to hold on until they get this done. Because I want to see what comes next. I'm a page turner. I'll turn that pages until the end of the book. Sometimes I'll even cheat by reading the ending first. And sometimes I read a book backwards. If the book's annoying, if I have to read the book, sometimes I'll read it from the last chapter to the first. Just because that's how annoyed I am. It's like I don't even want your version of linearity. I guess that's part of my circular personality coming to the fore. I'm a difficult man, I'm a difficult bear, I know. I've been too stubborn for my own good. Sometimes. And I'm not loud stubborn, I'm quietly stubborn. I'm not going to tell you what's bothering me. When it was me bothering me, I didn't tell anybody anything. But now that I'm not hurting myself anymore, I'm fully open to sharing that. You know, don't hurt yourself. Bouncing from topic to topic, there's no linearity in my mind at all. Just more like a spider web, I suppose. Spider web of ideas that just all come together. But my dang it essay just won't write itself. Painful thing. Maybe I'll write it over the course of the night. I've always gotten my best writing done later in the evening basically when it gets dark like this. It's finally dark outside. When it starts getting dark, when the night comes out, that's when I always get my best writing done. Wow. What to do about this essay? Well, I know what to do. I know what's gonna happen with it. It's gonna get itself written. Once I start writing, it'll write itself. My confidence is high again at long last. My confidence was so low through the year. But now I'm feeling better. I'm feeling alright now. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling stronger. I did some push-ups today. Well, not quite. Did some half push-ups. Managed to get a couple sets done, so that's good. This heavy bear, trying to push up his own body weight. Still got that winter body on. Develop a little bit of muscle. This urban bear, I've been too urbanized. I grew up in the countryside, but even in the countryside I didn't do too much work. My mother always kept me from the work. I was always at her, always by her side. And Mama Bear was pretty protective, so, especially after I broke my wrist. Then my little sister was born, little bear cub. Imoto-chan. And then she suffered an accident, so my parents' attention all went to her. I was lonely. I was pretty lonely after that. Maybe a little bit of sibling jealousy. But after a while, I came to understand why it was so. My sister suffered a pretty severe accident. She was almost gone after that. So, but I was just a child then as well. Must have been about 11 years old when that happened. 11 or 12 years old. I didn't understand a thing. Nobody understands a thing at that age. When things happen at that age, it's hard to sort that sort of stuff out. You can sort it out now. Sort it out into a smaller mess. It was a big mess back then. Uh-oh. Well, I certainly didn't want that when the plus start playing. Whoops. I certainly didn't mean for that to start happening. Yeah, well, that's how things go, I guess. You know. Do-do-do. No, don't do-do-do. Stay away from doing the do. Well, that American do. The American do has caffeine in it. It's like... I was thinking the Canadian version of the Mountain Dew. It doesn't have any caffeine in it, so... I'm addicted to sugar and caffeine. Gotta have a little bit of pop every day just to stave off caffeine headaches. I should just quit it outright, but sugar is so addictive. It's the most addictive thing on earth, I should think. It's just hard to get rid of. It's hard to avoid. Here we go. Somebody sent me an email, but I think it's because people are trying to send their emails to someone else. Just hoping that they remove me from their lists and inquiries, because that ain't me. Quit sending it to me. That's not me. Leave me alone, please. Leave me alone, please. Please. That's all I ask is just please. I'm asking with my cutest face, please. I don't want to seem rude or anything. Just please remove me from that list. I'm not involved. Not involved at all. Please don't respond either. I don't need apologies or anything. Please don't get mad. I don't want people getting mad at me. I don't know if I'll get mad back or if I'll just get sad. Get anxious. I don't want to get anxious. People talk about being extroverts or introverts. I'm really a combination of both. prefer to do things on my own, but when I gotta, I'll work with others. Sometimes, I feel a little bit of loneliness, so I'll chat with someone. I'll phone someone up and chat with them. Hey, how you doing? Hey, how you doing? So, yeah, I can be a little bit adventurous. Wow! There we go. Things are nice, things are great, things are going well. Except for not finding a job, not finishing my courses, not being able to graduate, and not being able to get any money. Things are going well otherwise. So, yeah, I had a lot to get off my chest, and I feel a lot better now. I did some self-therapy today, streaming into the void. It's having this black background, having this dark background. It's fitting. Streaming into the void. Yeah, it's all good. So, and I'll get my essay done tonight. I'm sick of having it be due. I'm sick of not having written it. And do another essay tomorrow and the day after. I think that's really all I gotta do in order to pass these courses. I just want to pass them. I don't care about whether it's an A or a B or a C. I just want to do enough work to be finished. And I have a Japanese course, and I care more about that one than anything else because I actually want to learn to speak Japanese. I wanted to go to Japan this year, and I think my bad mood and my illness this year kept me from achieving my best, doing my best this year. Well. Oh, what's going on here? Maybe I should have. Maybe I should introduce myself around the aspiring VTuber community. Say hello, and get involved with a few more people. See, maybe people will like to have me around. I hope so. I hope I'm not annoying or even worse, boring. I hope I'm a little bit interesting to people. I want to make a difference, or just a few. I just want things to go well. If my stories are interesting a little bit, what I have to share and what I have to say, makes people, if not think, then at the very least, pay attention. Yeah, I got some ideas for streams. I'm thinking of doing like I learn Japanese, I teach you English skills for overseas listeners or people like particularly Japanese because I'm trying to learn Japanese. Haven't studied at all these past few months, but I think I'll get around to it. And plus it'll give me some practice doing lessons plans. Oh, but if I can't graduate this month, then what am I gonna do? I won't be able to work until next year, until January or February of next year. Oh, because of this. Yeah, I'll be fine. Daijoubu. What am I gonna do? Oh, I can't even say I'm a university graduate until I get my university degree. What a pain. And I probably missed out on taking the LSAT test too. I want to take the LSAT test, the LSAT. Doesn't want to skim around. There we go. If you hear that in the woods. He's to wander the woods as a child. Just wander, look around, explore. And them were the days when I could just go underneath the underbrush rather than having to try to trample through it and get around it. Nowadays I'm so big that I gotta go through the underbrush, suffer the thorns, suffer the sticks and the like. It's, it used to be that the forests got burned on purpose to remove that underbrush. Because otherwise, it's pretty dangerous to have those forests growing such an amount of underbrush. Gotta keep it clear. But that doesn't get done anymore, so whenever there's a fire now, it just goes up fast. Goes up fast like a tinderbox. My father was a firefighter. After a while, he stopped working on farms because, well, it was better money to work as a firefighter. He always told me his stories. He says, one thing you never do in an emergency is run. Sounds counterproductive, doesn't it? But he says, you don't want to run because when you're running, you'll make mistakes. There'll be accidents. Accidents happen when you hurry. So always do things deliberately. And that's advice I've taken to heart. That's advice I'm sharing with you. Always do things deliberately, one step at a time. One thing at a time. I've only got 2 hands. And my father, Papa Bear, he says he's ambidextrous, so he can do things equally well with both hands. And here I am speaking about hands again, my envy of having a good pair of hands. Good pair of strong hands. My uncoordinated hands, they're good enough for playing games. They're just at the right size for most controllers. They're pretty good at playing Tony Hawk back in the day. Used to be a big Tony Hawk fan. What sort of games am I good at? Pro Skater 1, 2, 3, and 4. Doug Underground. I was probably best at Tony Hawk 3. I was pretty good at that one. Able to string together some 3-4 million point combos in that game. I don't know if I could do it anymore. I think that one was out for the PS2. Might have been for the GameCube that I'm thinking of. 3 or 4. One of those. Either one of those. Actually, both of those I used to string together some pretty big combos. Them were the days. I'm alright at Mario games, but I don't think I've ever gotten all of the stars in Super Mario 64, so really can't say I'm any expert. I was an expert at Super Mario World, though. Oh boy, I got all the stars in that one. Could beat the game in, really 15 minutes, I guess. I've never been interested in speedrunning. I get pretty bored of trying to do things fast. I like to take things slowly, I don't want to do a speed run, I want to do a slow run. Took me a year to finish Final Fantasy XIV. Started playing it 2 years ago. Yeah, 2 years ago I started playing it. I finally just beat the most recent expansion this year. So you can tell I take my time in doing things. I don't do speed runs, I do slow runs. But yeah, anyways, my stepfather, he says, never hurry in an emergency. Never hurry. That's when accidents happen. You gotta instead of hurrying, what you gotta do is you gotta know where to go. You gotta know your route out of there. It says to always watch the fire. You need to know how the fire is gonna behave, know where it's gonna go next. He always spoke about fires as if they were living things. More like beasts. More like a living beast. Than a concept or an act of nature. Yeah, when he used to firefight, he'd always say, don't run. Don't run. You'll trip. Spoke of an accident that somebody had on the work site. He said somebody was running down a hill to get something and then they tripped and they landed on a stick. And when I say landed on a stick, I mean landed on a stick. It took their it stole their virginity. So, and this poor young man, he lost his virginity. My Papa Bear and his brother, since this was way out in the middle of nowhere, they ended up having to pull him up off the ground and one on each side and just sort of whoof. Ooh. Can't imagine that. I can sort of imagine it. I can't imagine it. Oh, I don't want to imagine it. What sort of story am I even telling? It's a story that gets told at 10 in the evening, I guess. And they took this poor young man to the hospital. So yeah, that's the reason why you don't hurry in an emergency. Don't hurry in an emergency. Always do things deliberately. When you do things deliberately, you do things right. I guess that's how I write my essays. They get done. I get them done pretty quickly, but I do them pretty deliberately. My first draft is usually my final draft. But I tend to discover what I'm writing about pretty quickly. Because I don't want to waste time writing and rewriting and second guessing myself. This year. Will this horrible year ever be over? Just keeps going and going and going, doesn't it? Well, let's not speak about this year and why it is the way it is any longer. Let's hope things get better. We'll not be prepared for them not getting any better. In fact, we should probably prepare for the worst. Yep. So, you gotta spaz out, and then make sure to spaz out in private. Don't subject other people to it. Don't be like me. I got into a Twitter argument. My secret name. It shouldn't be that hard to find out who I am, but my alter ego got into a Twitter argument. I haven't been on Twitter. I haven't made any posts on Twitter with my alter ego for a couple of weeks now. Spazzing out. Well, I shouldn't say that. Triggered. I was completely triggered. I don't want to be like that anymore. So, what the heck's going on here? Email. Better not be that person. Nuts to this. nuts to this. Nuts to my phone. You can just quiet pipe down, you. Had enough of you already. Yeah, I'm starting to feel better now. I'm starting to feel good. I'm starting to feel good and strong. Get this dang essay done. No problem. I wanted to make sure I didn't use any copyrighted music. That would have been expensive over a long haul. You don't have any money right now. Broke. So things be right now. Gonna have to take things day by day, phone call by phone call, resume by resume, job posting by job posting. Well, it'd be nice. To have somebody to chat with, but I guess not tonight. Streaming into the void again, which is fine, which is fine. I'd like to know how you're doing. I'd like to know how you're doing. Is there a way I can help you tonight? Well, not if I can help you financially, but I could lend you an ear. See, you got a couple big ears here. Those aren't ears. What am I saying? That's my hair. Got a couple of ears here and there. Look at that. Could lend you an ear at the very least. So if you stumble across this video someday, just drop me a word to say, hey, watched your stream and I enjoyed it. I had a fun time. You're welcome to leave a comment. Any comment is fine. Well, except for spam. I'm not really interested in anybody's spam. And it's dang it, bot leaving comments on my streams. Hey, you follow this link, you'll become super rich and famous. It's like, I don't know if I want to be rich and famous. I don't know what I want. Really? I just want to work. I just want to do a couple things, maybe do some writing, maybe get published. I don't know if I want to do it that badly. If I wanted to do it that badly, maybe I would have already done it. What I want. I just want to be relevant. That's what I want. I want people to pay attention to me. That's what I want. Maybe that's what we all want. We all just want people to pay attention to us. And that's alright. It's alright. It's fine in this world. We just all want to be remembered at the very least. All these rich people getting richer and richer and richer and richer. People want to remember them. Maybe their name will be on the side of a building. Carnegie Hall. I wouldn't even know who that person was. Bill Gates built a big old foundation and probably won't even be remembered in 100 years. Name will be on a few things, that's about it. People won't remember him, people won't remember the guy's name is on Carnegie Hall or who any of those other Gilded Age billionaires were. People won't remember. Barely anybody remembers them. It's just maybe one or two names. Yeah, their names are still on companies. Ford. I remember Henry Ford a little bit. Even he will be forgotten. Well, maybe not. I mean, his company actually built things. Yeah, people just want to be relevant in this world. People want to be heard. Maybe that's all I want to be as well. That's what I want, you know? That's what I want is to be understood. Even more than I want to be heard. Even when I'm just babbling nonsense, it'd be nice to hear a few, just, yeah, I kind of agree with you there, but this is what I think. I probably get those kind of comments. That's alright. Watch me get triggered. Watch me get triggered. No way, you're wrong, man. You're totally wrong. But he knows, right? He knows how things are gonna go. Hopefully things just go well. That's all I gotta say. No. Maybe I'll stream tonight until I get a I'll stay on for a little while longer. My voice isn't ready to give out just yet. I think I've spoken on the time that I disappeared from my mother's home. Should have been back when it was just my mother bear and my older brother bear. I would have been just a little baby bear cub, just tiny little thing. Teeny. How small would I have even have been? Oh wow. Would have been just the tiniest little thing, probably. I think I was out of diapers by then, but I wasn't out of the danger of peeing myself, that's for sure. I think I was using the toilet by then. I don't know why that's so important. I don't know why that's so important to establish. But yeah, I've shared this story before. It was my first cop car ride, not my last. So, never really had a terrible experience with the police, which is good. But, you know, her stories, jeez. But yeah. We were in the cop car because I wandered out of my mother's home, out of my home. She said we were going to town. I thought we said we were going to town that day and we were going to walk to town. So I walked to town. It wasn't my fault that she decided to sleep in. Jeez. I'm so excited to go to the mall. They had escalators there that I could ride on. Jeez. You know how forward I looked to that day? I wanted to go ride the escalators. That's what it was. Ah, oh, boy, did I ever love the escalators when I was just a wee lad. Oh. Maybe that's why I want to get into management. Yeah, I want to get into management. That's right, management. Yeah, I want to look like this every day. This is how I would look every day if I got magic into management. So. That way, people would escalate their problems to me. So. Wanted to go to the Sears store. Ride those escalators. Go from that top floor to the bottom one and explore in that bottom part of the store. That's what I wanted to do that day. understand the reasoning of a little child like that, of a little bear cub like that, hey? I made it about halfway. I could just imagine making it all the way to the store. Exploring around in the store all on my lonesome. But there was a problem is that I always used to get that store mixed up with the pharmacy. Not as far away. I always used to get those two places confused. So I'd try to go down the downstairs of the pharmacy, but I'd never be able to find the escalator downstairs. So maybe those two places were designed by the same architect. So I don't see any reason why I should have gotten them confused all the time, because one store was massive and the pharmacy was teeny. Just barely any bigger than me. Well, it was quite a bit bigger than me, but comparatively, it was tiny. Well, not comparatively to me, comparatively to the Sears store. So, don't get confused on that. And anyway, yeah, it would have been most amusing if I had made it all the way to the Sears store on my own. Played around in there, maybe, and started walking home. I might have been able to do it if I didn't stop on the bridge halfway there. I stopped on the bridge and started walking the other way. I dropped some Lego into the river down below. So I'm gonna go down to the beach and see if I could get my Lego back. It took a little construction I had made of Lego. What was it again? I think it was like a plane or something. I made a little plane and I was happy with my little design. So I was carrying that little toy plane, little Lego toy plane with me everywhere. I think I followed the instructions and I think that's around the time when they realized that they didn't have to. They could just use pictures to show how to design for little children to put together constructions like that, right? So yeah, I was carrying that with me on the bridge, and part of a piece or two fell from my hands, and then they fell between the railings on the side down into the water down below. So, and I was well over halfway the bridge, halfway across the bridge. Is well over halfway across the bridge, and then I started. I was like, oh. I didn't say anything out loud, but I was panicking on the inside, because I think the pieces that fell off, they must have been pretty rare pieces, because I really wanted them back. But at the same time, I'm a completionist, so I don't like it when things aren't fully complete. It feels like something is flapping loose. That's what it feels like. It's like not having your jacket done up in the wind. And then so I turned around and I was gonna go down to the bank of the river and try to get into the water and get my Lego piece back. But that's when the cops picked me up. My little adventure for that day was over. I ended up getting home. My mother bear was there. My auntie bear was there as well. My auntie bear, who was closest to my mother bear. Was there. There weren't any tears. Not for me anyway, because I didn't understand what had gone wrong. My mother is quite stoic. My mother's very stoic. She she tries not to show too much emotion. But she's very caring. You can feel her caring nature through her stoic one. So, but there weren't any tears from her that day. Maybe they were. Maybe there were while I was gone. But when I got home, there was I don't know what went on when I got home. I think my mother started making. I think that's the reason why my mother was always so close to me. Maybe she panicked. Maybe that traumatized her. I'm sorry, Mom. I'm sorry, Mother Bear. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to traumatize you. She would have been pretty young then. She was a single mother at that time. And I think it was not long after that when she got together with my Papa Bear, with my step Papa Bear, with my Papa Bear. So that's when those two would have gotten together not too long after that, I guess. So maybe I traumatized her. She decided to find somebody that would be able to provide a more stable, safe life. My wandering nature. I do have a bit of a wandering nature, although I've settled down in the past 5 or so years. I don't want to leave the house sometimes for days. So, maybe I've lost a little bit of something. Maybe it'd be. Maybe that's something I need to regain over the days to come. Maybe I need to give up on some of these comforts that I've established here. I gotta sacrifice a little bit to get a little bit ahead. So, put together a few things. Put together some ideas. And just, just give it my all. I don't need some things. I don't need some other things. I can get along without this. I can get along without that. The only thing I need is a good bed. I'll put that in my backpack. I don't think a good bed will fit in my backpack. Well, now I'm starting to feel appropriately caffeinated. Just at that right level. I think the main thing about a 400 class, a 400 level university class is the lectures are the teachers less interested in lectures and more interested in what the lectures aren't there to provide information but more of a guideline for you, for the student. So really the instructor is trying to frame the limits of the class in a 400 class, in a 400 fourth year class. Define the ideas that are being explored, and to have the student explore these ideas within the limits that he establishes through the lectures of the class. So, maybe I should have just stuck with 300 level classes, 3,000 level classes, 300, 3,000 third year level classes. But what's the use of complaining now? Just get the work done, me. Everything will work out. When you get the work done, everything will work out. Oh, not necessarily every time, but just get your share of the work done, Trusty. Stop putting it off. But I wonder what to do. Things aren't so bad, eh? Things are improving. Little by little, things are returning to normal. You know, I was checking the job listings, and it seems like there's 3, 4, or 5 times as many job listings today as there was, let's see, even just a couple weeks ago. A couple weeks ago, it seemed pretty barren. It seemed pretty hopeless. Now, all of a sudden, there's dozens of jobs available. It's not like there's a huge surplus of positions opening up yet, though. But I feel a little bit more confident about finding work now, and I certainly hope that. That things are coming together. I don't want to be homeless. I've been homeless before. It sucks. You know, people are always like, just find work. You know, get money together. It's like, you can get money together and you can find work, but you ain't finding a home. Not on those meager savings. Not in today's climate. You need to be rich to get a place. At that point in my life, there was a great disparity between wages and rental prices. When I first started living on my own, wages and rental prices were maybe it was just a little bit higher on the rental prices. Wages were just starting to fall behind then. But rental prices just kept going up and up and up and up. But wages didn't raise for... Jeez. They just kept putting up wages by a couple dollars. At most, every few years. Well, here they did it. You know, in a lot of places... in that country south of where I live, they still haven't raised wages. We're still pretty low down there. I mean, if I were to seek work at the salary that I want down there, it'd probably seem rich to a lot of people. But I don't know if I'd be able to afford the rental prices down there either. So that's the reason why. Part of the reason I wanted to move to Japan is. The rental prices are pretty in line with their salaries. Not a terrible thing. Not terrible at all. Oh, guess I shouldn't twist my head so fast. Get over caffeinated tonight, and then what would I do? I don't know what I'd do. Damn. Then what would I do? I wish I was a rich man. I could just do this as a hobby. Well, I'm doing it as a hobby right now anyway. But in a sense, this is just preparing me for something. I feel like I've been feeling like for, well, I guess since last year sometime, since I discovered VTubers, that this is something I wanted to do. Thought I'd give it a shot. And it's perfect for someone like me. Now, I'm pretty insincere about things. Terrible thing to admit to, I bet, for some people, but yeah, I'm pretty insincere. I really can't say I'm genuine about anything. Employers, they always say, we want someone who's passionate, and that ain't me. I'm not passionate at all. No, the only thing I'm passionate about is Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, do I ever love that game? I love it so much. Oh, I love it so much. Oh, I can't wait for the next expansion. If I could, what would I do? I don't even know what I would do. Why do I sound like Ed Grimes right now? Oh no, what would I do? What would I do? What if Yoshi P doesn't accept me? But what if he does? So, yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. I wonder what to do next. Maybe I should try streaming something else like Minecraft or maybe I should finish reading the book The First from A Tale of Two Cities. I started it, I may as well continue on with it. Oh, I love that book. Oh, how do I love that book? How could I count the ways? Well, I guess I could count them pretty slowly. That's what I could do. Uh-oh. I don't hear my laundry anymore. Maybe I should go down and toss things around. Alright, if I'm gonna go check on my laundry, you know, my voice is getting a little bit tired now. How long have I been going at this? 2.5 hours now, eh? It's not too bad. So, well, you know, enjoyed my time here. Might as well end the stream right now. Might be on later. Never know. If I get my essay written pretty quickly, then I'll probably do some more streaming later on. And then, you know, depending on where you watch this video, whether on Twitch, whether on YouTube, you know, if you find it on YouTube, you know, you can comment, leave a like, subscribe. If you're here on Twitch, then you're welcome to follow, you're welcome to subscribe. And, you know, it was a pleasure. Thank you. And sincerely, Trusty Bear.